Hey, what's up guys? So welcome to a new video, and today I want to talk about how Mark Douglas in his book Trading the Zone made me a profitable trader. So how can a book make someone a profitable trader? It is really simple. This book by itself changes my whole perspective of trading. No kidding, from like until now I read this book almost like I think like 15 times and I'm not done reading it. From time to time I'm still going out there and like reading my book. I don't read the whole thing again. I just like take some part and just open it and read some pages because this book has so many nuggets inside of it. Alright, so the first thing that Trading in the Zone made me understand back then is that trading is not only about technical analysis. Back then I remember I was spending all of my time trying to learn, trying to increase my knowledge about technical analysis. I was like watching every single videos on YouTube, and this is probably the case for you right now. You're probably going out there and like just trying like to understand the more stuff like that you can about technical analysis, but I'm telling you, this is the wrong way. This book made me understood that psychology is far more important than technical analysis. In fact, to become a profitable trader, you basically need a simple like technical analysis knowledge, but you need a lot of psychological knowledge. You need to understand all of your emotion decisions because most of the time, the reason why you're not profitable is because of your psychology and not about your technical analysis. The other thing that this book made me realize is that to become a profitable trader, you need to be comfortable with uncertainty. In life, when an outcome is uncertain, you tend to feel like anxiety, you tend to feel stress, but in trading, to be a profitable trader, you need to be comfortable with it. To do so, you need to start learning how to think in terms of probability. So what does it mean? Basically, you need to unlearn the way you normally process information, and now you need to think in terms of micro and macro statistic. The micro statistic is that the single outcome of a thing is random and independent from the other outcomes. Let me show you an example. Let's play head or tail. In this game, the outcome is 50-50, right? So if the first flip is head, does it mean that the next one will be tail? Absolutely not. But how come? If the outcome is 50-50, the result should be 50-50 as well, right? The answer is that each and in single outcome is random and independent from the other one because of the micro statistic. Now, the macro statistic is that in the long run, the end result will always be the same as the probability, even if each single outcome is random. Let's take back our head and tail game. So earlier we saw that each single outcome is independent from the other one. So this means that it is possible to have head like 3, 4, 5 times in a row or even more. But if we make enough flip, we'll see that our original 50-50 probability will come up. So it means that after a certain amount of flip, such as like 50 and more, we'll have approximately the same number of heads and tails. Now, I know that some of you will doubt me, so this is why I made this Excel file. As you can see, I made a head and tail simulator. Each time I refresh the page, all the outcomes change. If we look at the results, you can see that after 4 flips, the 50-50 outcome is mostly not respected. But the more we increase the amount of flips, the closer it gets to 50-50. But what thinking in terms of probabilities have to do with trading? Well, you see, each time you take a trade, you are uncertain of the outcome, just like in the game head or tail. But now that you can think in terms of probabilities, you understand that the single outcome of a trade doesn't matter in the long run because of the macro statistic. You also understand that each trade, the outcome is random because of the micro statistic, which will cause you to never over leverage in a trade because you know that you can lose a trade at any time. So now I explained some of the reasons why I love Trading the Zone by Mark Douglas so much, but one video isn't enough to explain all the things that I learned inside of it. So I highly recommend you to read it if you never did, and if you already read it, I highly recommend you to read it again. Alright guys, so this is it for this video. I hope that you liked it. If it is the case, drop a like, drop a follow, and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, the link is in the description.